ceremony, as you said, with her presence comes heightened security. Homeland Security had issued a warning this week about the threat of violent extremists exploiting the return of large gatherings. Now, while they remained nonviolent last night, a group of white supremacists were here in Philadelphia. They marched through the city on the eve of the First Lady's visit. Police say none of the protesters were from Philadelphia. Patriot Front is based in Texas, and they traveled into the city. Action News was the only crew on scene as the group traveled down the Ben Franklin Parkway, across Market, Chestnut, and Walnut Streets before marching to Penn's Landing. Hundreds of mass protesters from Patriot Front chanted while carrying American flags and shields. At Penn's Landing, several onlookers began yelling at the protesters and banging on trucks as the group loaded into the vehicles and drove off. Police say some of those angry onlookers actually scared off the white supremacists.
They started engaging with citizens of Philadelphia who were none too happy about some of the things they were saying. Apparently these males felt threatened, and at what point somebody in their crowd threw a type of what we believe is a smoke bomb to cover their retreat, and they literally ran away from the people of Philadelphia. And at what point somebody in their crowd threw a type of what we believe is a smoke bomb to cover their retreat, and they literally ran away from the people of Philadelphia.
All right, Shalom. This is Hara 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. When I say call Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakakodash, my mouth. Double honor to the elder apostle of GMS and their elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, Nagwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, the aftermath of the recent terrorist march by the KKK or the Ku Klux Klan or what they call the Patriot, I forget their name, man. Patriot Front, all right, but a group of Edomites. I did a video on it a few days ago. Now they completed their march, but it was quickly, abruptly interrupted as they got met by a bunch of jakes. You know, that was went to showing out on them, throwing smoke bombs at them, all kind of shit. And the police say, yeah, they basically just ran. They ran, you know. Hey, man, you're going to run from danger, but, you know, Esau claimed to be, you know, the Terminator. That's what they want to act like. You know, come out there all proud. But if you stand up to them, they're going to wind up running or breaking down. But, yeah, these things are going to come to pass because the scriptures speak about it. Because they're really the prey. But they're acting like the predator. The prey has become the predator. And now the table just turned around again, turning around very slowly to where the predator is going to become the prey again. All right. This is Isaiah 13:11. And I will punish the world for their iniquity and the wicked for their iniquity. All right. So the Lord going to punish the whole earth, man. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, man. So the Lord is bringing their arrogancy low. He's bringing them down, man, from their heavenly state, from their rulership. Little by little, breaking them down. Just like in a boxing match. You know, they say you want to go for the head, you got to go for the body first. Right? Can't go straight for the head. You go for the body, then get to the head. You know, aim for the head. Now, and that's what the Lord doing. He tearing down the body. Right? Breaking them down at the feet. Their military, their militias. All right. Their religion, their economy. So it says what? He's going to cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right. And that's what Esau does, man. They got to overdo it just to make themselves seem strong and powerful. They got to do marches like they're doing with the mask, the white mask, when they know what that stands for, man. They did nothing but lynchings and committed horrible atrocities to our people. All right, killing little children, rape, you know, murder, theft, It says, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man, and Esau is the terrible. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold. So the elect are going to be precious in that day. And Jake, they're going to be expendable. The Lord going to let them, leave them out there. They're going to get the upper hand in this race war, but the Lord ultimately going to leave them out there to be destroyed. All right, in the coming destruction. It says, even a man shall be more precious than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. That was pure gold. It's very hard to find, precious gold. All right, it just means precious or rare. Now, and that's what the elect are going to be. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, man. And he's going to do that with what? The nuclear missiles, ICBM missiles, thermonuclear destruction. But before that, it's going to be a race war. So the Lord is shaking the heavens spiritually, all right, and removing the earth out of her place spiritually, and he's going to do it physically. The earth is going to remove out of her place when the missiles hit this place of Babylon. And it shall be as a chase row. That's gonna be like they doing a race and they had a little gun and they shoot it off. Pow! When the missiles hit, it's gonna be go time. And Lucifer's gonna be chased around the earth. And it shall be as the chase row and as a sheep that no man taketh up, man. Nobody's gonna take them up and protect them or nothing. That day's coming. And this is you know, a preliminary before the actual marathon that Esau gonna be running for the rest of their damn life in the kingdom, in our kingdom. All right. Now it says it shall be, because when we started marching from Egypt, we still been marching ever since. Our people, they still marching. You got Esau. When they get chased, the Lord said they're gonna be a vagabond and a thief. They've been since the time of Cain. That spirit came back on as Esau. All right. And Esau is gonna be chased around the world. First it says they're gonna rule by the sword, but ultimately in the end, after that, they're gonna be chased. So this is it, man. The Lord's putting them in that spirit. All right. Putting the fears upon them. And it shall be as the chase row, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. And that's happening today, man. All right, everybody basically choosing their sides of what they're gonna do. All right, Amos 9:13. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. All right, and that's what's happening, man. It's gonna be a race war out here. And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, in the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And ultimately, so it's gonna be a race war, and ultimately it's gonna be Judgment Day with the missiles, just like in the last verse I read. All right, all right. So you have um you have these race wars gonna kick off. You're gonna have a lot of protests, a lot of marches, a lot of standoffs. But the Lord said that the men of the Lord are not supposed to be involved in none of that shit. And you have to defend yourself. You got to defend yourself. But we're not supposed to be out there involved in that, in the marches and joining these damn militias and bullshit like that, and terrorist organizations. We're not supposed to be part of none of that shit. That's why we're not Moors, we're not Black Panthers, we're not ISUPK, we're not Egyptologists, none of that shit. All right, Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, this is what we supposed to do. It says what? Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So when he rises up to the prey. So we can't go out there kicking their ass, threatening them and shit. Our whole motive and message is, thus saith Yahweh. All right, thus saith the Lord. For my determination, so we wait for the Lord till he rises up to the prey. That's why he said they're going to be as a chase row. He's going to set it up to where all the nations come together. And even Gad, Apostle even put it out there, man. Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Judah. Those are the war tribes. All right. But Benjamin as well. But the Lord's determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. So he's telling you just be patient and wait till he bring it all together. All right. Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Not just somebody going to beat up Esau. No, but the Lord is raising up Jake to go against him. All right. But us, we're supposed to be sent by the Lord to teach and warn our people of the coming destruction. So he said the whole earth is going to be devoured with the fire of his jealousy, man. And Esau's going to be spiritually in that uh, fire for the rest of the existence for 1,000 years. All right. It's Revelation 13 and 10. Well, and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. All right. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And that's what they're beginning. Their process. They're raising up one last time. They're rearing up their ugly head in pride and in iniquity and in arrogance. And the Lord is going to smite them, knock them down, man, with the foot of Esau, the foot of Jacob. I mean, all right, that's what it meant. Jacob going to give them a striking blow to their head and put them out, through Yahweh Shai. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so that day is coming, and Esau is going to be a chase row.